Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Wang Xinyu stuns French Open champion Coco Gauff at Berlin Open. Chinese qualifier Wang Xinyu upset world No. 2 and reigning French Open champion Coco Gauff of the USA 6-3, 6-3 in the women's singles round of 16 at the WTA Berlin Open on Thursday. Wang avenged a 6-0, 6-4 loss to Gauff 6-0, 6-4 from their only previous meeting at the 2022 edition of the tournament in the German capital. The victory also ended her opponent's 11-match winning streak against players from China, after the American had beaten world No. 4 Zheng Qinwen in the semifinals at last month's Italian Open. Wang had a chance to break Gauff in her first service game, but was not able to convert the opportunity as the two-time major winner managed to hold successfully. After falling behind 3-2, however, Wang claimed 4 straight games to take the set and grab a 1-0 lead in the match. The second set followed a similar pattern as Wang was broken first in the third game and trailed 3-1 after Gauff held serve in the fourth. Wang then rallied again to clinch 5 consecutive games to close out the contest and book her place in the quarterfinals. It was a tough match. I am happy that I hung in there on all these tough moments, said Wang, who will face Paula Badosa in the last 8. She, Badosa, is playing great tennis now. For me, I am just really happy to get a chance to play another match here in front of you guys, especially lots of Chinese fans. A grass court shock in Berlin. Berlin's Rot-Weiss Tennis Club, mid-June 2025. The grass glistens under soft sunlight. Whispers of anticipation swirl through the stands, and Coco Gauff, fresh off her first French Open title just weeks earlier, takes center stage as the top seed and favorite. Across the net stands Wang Xinyu, a 23-year-old qualifier, making her first main draw grass appearance, and ranked No. 49. She carries little fanfare, but hope. What unfolds next will ripple through the WTA Tour. Act I, the calm before the storm. Coco greets the court with poise, a calm warrior riding the confidence of her Roland Garros triumph. Grass, she reminds herself, is a different beast. Yet she feels ready. Powerful serves, adaptive slicing returns, and an elite athleticism that carry her to the French Open summit. Wang enters quietly, focused, eyes steely. She's earned her spot via qualifiers and has beat high seeds before, notably Jessica Pegula twice in 2024. But this is different. Here, she's playing a reigning major champion. Still, a subtle fire burns within her. Here lies a chance. Act I. Rising tempers. First set, 6-3 Wang. Wang begins with tentative yet accurate serves, moving the ball wide. Gauff, adjusting her return position, bites early, but cracks appear. Her first serve lands just 41% in play. 7 double faults follow, an unusual but telling statistic. Wang reads the wind, steps up on returns. It's a masterstroke. She breaks Gauff early. The Chinese qualifier seizes control, stringing together 4 consecutive games. The Berlin crowd stirs. This isn't routine. Every rally carries tension. Coco, surprisingly deep in the court, scrambles but can't counter Wang's precision. A quick 6-3 set ends. Wang exhales, momentum on her side. Gauff retouches her hair. The match is hers to reframe. Second set, 6-3 Wang. The beginning hints at a shift. Gauff battles, her strokes sharper, presence stronger. But Wang remains composed. She pounces where Coco's serve weakens again. 5 straight games surge. Grass specialists rely on serve. But Wang's steady returns and smart court coverage unfurl a narrative no one expected. Coco's rhythm is broken, and so is her confidence. A decisive break followed by a service hold, and Wang steps forward for match point. The crowd hushes. Wang delivers an elegant backhand winner, and the scoreboard reflects the headline. Wang Xinyu def, Coco Gauff 6-3, 6-3. A statement etched in shock and triumph. Act I. The aftermath. Wang's victory is the highlight of her career. Her first top 10 win of 2025, first grass court quarterfinal, and in front of countless Chinese supporters traveling to Berlin. Talksport.com. She speaks afterward, her eyes alight. After winning the first set, I just said to myself, I'm playing the Roland Garros champion, and I won the first set. It's time to enjoy it. For Coco, it's an unexpected stumble. A reminder of grass's transition challenges and serve inconsistencies. She bows out early. Her Wimbledon prep hit a speed bump. Epilogue. Legacies and new horizons. For Wang Xinyu, this Berlin breakthrough redefines her trajectory. She's no longer an underdog, but a grass court contender, hungry to test her breakthrough again in the quarterfinal, now against world no. 8 Paula Badosa. She's stepping into a limelight once contained by rankings, now spotlighted across media and tour chatter. For Coco Gauff, this loss forces recalibration. Grass remains her least played surface, and her serve needs work. Yet history shows her resolve. At Roland Garros, she spent 2 weeks averaging 80% first serves with double faults under 2. She'll need to find that shape quickly. Wimbledon looms on June 30. Why this match matters? A generational moment. A French Open champion, felled by an emerging talent, symbolic of the WTA's vibrant present and exciting future. Grass's great equalizer. The fast surface laid bare, devoid of margin. Momentum is decisive. Confidence critical. Momentum's fragile nature. Gauff's triumph was monumental, but history reminded her, and us, that no victory guarantees the next. Creative spotlight. Moments of drama. The serve that changed momentum. Gauff's first serve hits the net. Early double fault. A sliver of doubt surfaces. In contrast, Wang steps up. A clean, aggressive return. A soft knee at the net. A point won. A mindset shifted. Wang's smile on match point. Under pressure, she drops her shoulders, swings a decisive backhand, and in that silent pop of ball against racket, the match is sealed. She smiles. Quick, radiant, triumphant. Gauff's reflection. The camera catches her post-match. Shoulders heavy, eyes distant. Loss recognized as lesson. She nods to officials, then looks skyward, as though cataloging adjustments to come. Final reflection. Wang Xinyu's Berlin performance wasn't just an upset, it was a declaration. A qualifier-turned-contender, ready to stretch her canvas. And while Coco Gauff's early departure might sting, her journey is far from over. This match becomes a chapter in both their evolving stories. One has just awakened, the other reminded of the climb's constant challenge. A grass court shock in Berlin. Wang Xinyu tops Coco Gauff. Berlin, June 19, 2025. The afternoon sun warmed the lush green grass of Rot-Weiss Tennis Club and set the stage for a moment few saw coming. Coco Gauff, flushed from her triumph at Roland Garros and riding a wave of momentum into the grass court swing, stood poised, cool, and collected. But in front of her loomed Wang Xinyu, the resolute Chinese qualifier ranked 49th, ready to rewrite her story. First set, the quiet storm. From the first serve, Wang radiated calm intensity. Her returns pierced Gauff's defenses, weaving angles that tugged the American off court again and again. With each swelling roar from the limited crowd backing the underdog, Wang summoned another shot of brilliance. In a breathtaking streak, she wove together 4 straight games, dismantling Gauff's rhythm and taking the first set 6-3. Gauff, serving barely 41% of her first serves in, watched as the qualifier delivered lines of ruthless precision, even on second serves, leaving her world too rattled and searching for answers. Second set, Wang's ascension. There was no fluke about Wang's follow-up. She struck early again, seizing the opener and pulling away to leave 5-3, the momentum leaking from Gauff's grip. An uncharacteristic 7 double faults and servile disruptions haunted the French Open champion, while Wang responded, coolly, ferociously, with every forehand and volley. The qualifier finished off the match with an emphatic 6-3, securing a straight sets upset that rippled across the tennis world. Why this moment matters? This wasn't merely a victory on grass. It was a declaration. For Wang Xinyu, this marked her first ever top 10 scalp of the year, a debut quarterfinal at any grass tournament, and a career-defining statement on a surface that once felt foreign. 2 prior victories over top 5 players in 2024, both against Jessica Pegula, hinted at her potential. But here, against the reigning French Open queen, she transcended that promise. Talksport.com. For Coco Gauff, this loss, a jagged interruption in her Wimbledon preparation, served as a reminder that glory earned on clay doesn't smoothly translate to grass. With more than a week before Wimbledon begins on June 30, she faces a chance to reflect and recalibrate. Post-match reactions and looking ahead. Wang, brimming with delight, reflected on her breakthrough. After winning the first set, I told myself, I'm playing the Roland Garros champion, and I already won that set. Now I'm going to enjoy every moment. Her confident words called out her belief and her readiness to compete on the biggest stages. Talksport.com. Next up, she meets world no. 8 Paula Badosa, another formidable clay to grass transitioner in the quarterfinals. For Wang, this tournament transcends ranking points. It signals the arrival of a player who can challenge